Salutations everyone, this is Razor giving you guys another commentary about the Call of Duty 4 Remastered. There has been some additional information about the game, questions that we may have. We've seen a couple of the 10 maps that will be coming back that have been confirmed. Pretty standard ones, Crash, Bog, Backlot, fan favorites. Some of the better maps, in the COD history have come out of COD 4, and some haven't ever even come out on like a DLC, in Modern Warfare 2 or 3 or what have you. Like Backlot. Backlot's a fantastic map, and I love that it's coming back for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. There are some maps that I'm not a big fan of, like Crash, which has come back a number of times. But I'm used to it. So the question that many people had were, is this just a graphical remaster like every other remaster that we ever see? But most remasters don't, have anything to do with multiplayer. They're just the single player portion. We know that multiplayer will be part of this remaster. So will they be making changes? Are they going to change? Are they going to balance it out? Get rid of all of the garbage that was in this game that plagued it. The MP5 Juggernauters, the Last Stands, the Martyrdoms, the Frag times 3, the Double Tap M16. All of that nonsense, the things that, weren't so great about the game. Well, it turns out, as expected, as I said it would be, they aren't changing anything. It's only a graphical upgrade. Everything else is going to be identical. All of the guns, all the gun damage and stats, all of the perks, and all of the, all of the things that we don't like, that we didn't like about the game, whether you played it when it came out or if you just played yesterday. The game isn't perfect, regardless of what some people would like to believe, and maybe some of them will see that when it comes to the remaster. But it will be fun, and with it would have been in an ideal situation. They would have taken out or changed Juggernaut. Don't ask me how they could change it, but it wasn't good for the game. And the MP5 was clearly the best gun in the game. Double Tap M16 was a little frustrating on certain maps. People, just camping down hallways, Double Tap M16, whatever. Martyrdom getting you free kills. That was the first thing I ever noticed when I started the multiplayer of Call of Duty 4 in a private match with a friend. One of the classes that you could choose from had Martyrdom, and we figured out if you chose the class with Martyrdom, you would just get free kills and you would probably win. Granted, that was very, very early on in my multiplayer experience with Call of Duty, but it is garbage that you get free kills as a reward for dying. And Last Stand, same thing. None of this is new. We've experienced this in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare. All of the CODs have their problems, and Call of Duty 4 started a lot of them. But they had some good things. The Noob Tube took up the first perk slot. That was fantastic. Your helicopters were getting shot down instantly, but with their style of RPGs and LMGs with stopping powers, the best, and your entire team focus firing on it. So it could be done to eliminate that aerial threat, but otherwise it was very, very difficult because there was no anti-air lock-on launchers at the time. People would throw on dead silence and put their, Astros on full blast to soundwhore the shit out of people, because that was back in the era when you could do that. And none of that's going to be changing. Absolutely none of it. And while I would have liked to, take out Last Stand, Martyrdom, Frag times 3 was a huge problem, especially on small maps, big maps, medium maps. Frag times 3 was just a problem. People would go on shipment, and Frag times 3 and Martyrdom, they have 4 grenades during each or one of their lives, and if they put on Sonic Boom, it's basically you have 4 little pocket nukes every single time you spawn. And in a map like that, you're going to be spawning a lot because you're going to be dying a lot. And even on a bigger map like Bog, people just Frag times 3, just throw them across the map. And the COD4 grenades were the most powerful grenades, I would think, in COD history. The radius that the COD4 frags had were ginormous, bigger than they were in Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, World at War, what have you. COD4 frags were the best frags. They were very, very strong, with or without Sonic Boom, which, just compounded that problem. But while all of that stuff is going to be in the game, which, you know, some people might not like, an ideal world, I wouldn't have Frag Times 3 or Martyrdom or Last Stand or Juggernaut back in the game, but these aren't new problems. If you played COD 4, you already had to deal with this. You had to deal with, you know, all of the nonsense things, and maybe you had to deal with a lot of hackers. If you played Call of Duty 4 right now, as it is on the 360 and PS3, you were going to run into hackers, people that are underneath the map with fully auto noob tubes in God mode with their gamer tags just 10,000 buttons. That's the experience of COD 4 is. Granted, it's not as bad as World at War is at all, but still, it is a problem that you are absolutely going to see. If you play COD 4 or World at War right now for more than an hour, chances are you're going to get a message from a random kid, little squeaker bot, asking you if you have hacks to the game, because that's what the people wanted. And while me and many other vocal people in the COD community would have liked to see changes being made to the game other than graphics, there's a reason we saw so much Martyrdom, Frag Times 3, Jug, MP5s, because that was the thing that the majority of players used. So it would make sense that the majority of people would want it to come back, so you are going to be pleasing the majority of COD 4 players, no matter when they started the game. That is just the thing that almost everybody did. They all went MP5 and used Juggernaut and Frag Times 3 and Last Stand or Martyrdom. You know, that's what happened. So it's nothing that we have to change up our game plans. If you go into a COD 4 match right now, or if you went into a COD match 7 years ago, that's what we dealt with. So it's not going to be anything new. The gameplay and the gunplay is still fantastic. There's still really great guns that aren't OP, like the AK-47, AK-74U, P90, and you know, the shotguns weren't fantastic at all, especially since there was just 2. So there was a lot of rewarding things to do in this game and a lot of ways to kill people. So while it isn't the perfect COD 4 experience, it's going to be the same COD 4 experience that we're used to, and so we don't have to, you know, worry about any new threats. They're threats that we already know. Hopefully there won't be any hacking, but all the nonsense we're going to be there, as one would expect. But I don't think that's going to change things super negatively. It just would have been kind of nice if they would have made it better. But it was pretty good as it was. Let's just hope not everyone is a jackass as they were back then. I mean, they're going to, but hey, we can wish, right?